everybody, Lisa Walker here. It's Wednesday again. So 7 o'clock, it's Wine, Wit, and Wisdom. And tonight's topic is, it's going to be a 2-for-1. Basically because what I was going to talk about is menopause. And how you guys feel about like herbal supplements or hormones or, just killing everyone that makes you crazy. So I was going to touch on that, but in the meantime, as you all will probably know if you follow me on my regular page, I went out Friday night and we moved to the patio. And if you're from the area, we were actually at El Maguey on Olive. So a very normal area, like in a strip mall. But they had like a little seating area outside. And behind us was like shrubbery, elevated at that. So there was like concrete wall, yay big, whatever. I don't know how big it was. And then shrubbery. And I knew right away that I was getting bit. And I thought they were mosquitoes. And I was like, oh, well, I hit my bug guard in my purse. We're just going to spray ourselves up and whatever. But then I kept getting bit. And I can tell you, I never get bit by mosquitoes once I spray with bug guard. But, I'd been drinking. So I really wasn't putting 2 and 2 together. I just kept spraying more like an idiot. So that being said, I was just like, I know this is a new bottle, but, I'll just keep drinking and whatever happens, happens. So anyway, get home, whatever, life is fine. Well, I wake up and the next day, if I could put my leg up here and you could see it, it looks like chicken pox. I have little red spots everywhere. I don't know if you can even see it. Kind of there. So it basically got my left side. So my left leg, my left thigh, my left arm, just covered in spots. I've got a few on my right side. And so the reason why I'm having this other topic is because on my personal profile, I was desperate. I mean, I know that I'm already crazy. And the itching, I cannot take it. I mean, it literally makes me feel like I'm really, really insane. So I'm like, what am I going to do? I have cortisone cream here because I just had it. And I take allergy pills every day. But I didn't think about the Benadryl till somebody else said it. So I just doubled up. I took my Zyrtec and then I double hit with the Benadryl. And I had the cortisone cream. Still was not helping. So I put on Facebook and I'm like, hey, you guys, I got bit by these stupid chiggers. That's what I finally figured out it was, by the way, if I didn't say that. And I'm dying. Like nothing is working. Well, what happens? I get all these people giving me their suggestions and I appreciate and looked into every one of them. So some of them are what I guess they would call like home remedies or whatever. So I had suggestions of like aloe, alcohol, clear fingernail polish, ivory soap, the calamine lotion pink stuff, which I guess is more like a real medicine, bleach, shoot, I can't even remember anymore, but I know that I tried the aloe, I tried the alcohol, I tried the fingernail polish, I tried the ivory soap. The first night, it actually woke me up twice through the night, and I thought I was going to lose my mind. Like, I'm not going to be able to get back to sleep. So after not being able to handle it, I was like, oh, I remember I have like this ointment that came from a dermatologist. So I pulled it out and I read it, and it was like a topical steroid. So I thought, what the hell? I'm going to put it on and see what happens. Because by this point, it's that or I'm going to chop off my leg. I mean, it's so bad. So what I wound up doing is putting that on, and I was able to fall asleep. So I was like, yay, this is awesome. But it's medicated from a dermatologist, so it says that you can only use it like twice a day. Now, all this other stuff that I was doing was like every time I turned around, I was applying something, and nothing ever lasted more than like 2 minutes. So then I got to thinking, like, a lot of times home remedies are great, but when are they not? And when should you defer to medicine? Oh, I know what else was on there. Somebody told me just drink more and the pain will go away. And I only wish it were so easy. But yeah, I drank too, but it didn't help. I wish I could say that it did, but wine is magical, but not that magical. Speaking of which, cheers, ladies. So anyway, one of the things that I was told to do, and an oatmeal bath, which I am not somebody who likes to hang out in the bathtub. It's just not my thing. So I was just like, I don't want to do an oatmeal bath. But what was recommended to me by a couple of people was this, I don't know if you can see it, Chigarid, or I think that's what it's called, Chigarid. So, but what I did before I bought this is I went to the pharmacist at Walgreens, and I went to their little informational booth thing, and I said, what is the best thing that you have for chigger bites? And I shouldered my leg. And she goes, ooh. And she walked me over to the spot, and she goes, this is what you need. Now, 2 people in my little group told me that this is what I needed. And it actually did work much longer than the home remedies. Hey, Susie, you were the one who told me to get this, girlfriend. And the pharmacist agreed. So, thank you so much. It has like saved what little sanity that I had, because I really felt like I was going crazy. So what I do is during the day I put this on, and then at night I put on that topical steroid that was actually prescribed for me, but for a different situation. That was a rash on my torso, but I figured torso, leg, whatever, who cares? If it works, it works. So this during the day now to, help me get through, and then I put the other stuff on at night. So that's it on that. I was just kind of thinking, what do you guys do for ailments? Are you one that quickly runs to the doctor? Are you one that's just like checks your cabinet and just starts hitting any kind of over-the-counter stuff, kind of self-diagnosis? Or do you do the whole, home remedy thing? I mean, when I was little, like 2 years old, it'd be nothing for my grandpa to slap some whiskey on my gums if I had you can't do that now. I mean, people will lose their minds if you put whiskey in a kid's gum line. So, but there are times where the home remedies actually work better. They're cheaper and they're at your disposal. So, if you have any thoughts on that, please put that in the comments. And if you guys find value in what I'm offering, please share it. I don't want people to think that this is like a soapbox, and I don't want people to think it's an infomercial. I am just trying to create a little safe space where you can be yourself, bitch if you need to, get something off of your chest, and look to other people that are in the same boat, because we're all in that kind of, my world is crazy, my life is crazy, I'm in menopause, well I'm not, but I have little kids and they're making me nuts, and maybe we can all kind of help each other out. So that's what this segment is always going to be about. And if I find something that I want to talk about that kind of relates to Avon, of course I will mention it. But like tonight's, absolutely nothing. Nothing about it. So the other thing I wanted to touch base on, and this is what I was originally going to talk about until I got sidetracked with my itching dilemma. But it kind of goes hand in hand, because it is about like a homeopathic, I believe, like herbal stuff. So, as I've been complaining for probably close to a year now about menopause brain and all the other, usually I talk about like squirrel, brain's off here somewhere and then it's here and whatever. But there's other issues that happen with menopause. So I was telling my doctor about it, and she was like, well, you really don't want to go on hormones, and you don't really want to change this, and you don't want to do that because, I'm on birth control still. And I was just like, oh, should I be on it this long? And then she's like, well, you could still get pregnant. And I was like, okay, I need to stay on the pill because that would really send me into that Looney Tune world. Absolutely. Like the thought of it just, it makes me want to break out in hives, and I don't need to break out in anything else. But anyway, that being said, I was just like, okay, I'm staying on it. But it was also because she was saying that if they would try to get me off of it, then all of my menopausal crapple and nonsense could be worse. And God help us all if it would be worse. So that being said, she's like, oh, well, what do you think about herbal supplements and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I'm already on them. And for different reasons. But look, she gave me this handy dandy list. It's like 2 pages, both sides. And it says what you can take, what this side here says what your problem is. And this is what you can take. So she's like, okay, if you have hot flashes, you can take, I don't know, some of this stuff is just too complicated. Black Kahash, I don't know. And it's like a half a teaspoon is this and 2 capfuls of that and this, blah, 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 whatever. No, I'm all about a vitamin that you can just pop. So her thing for hot flashes is vitamin E, vitamin B, niacin, or motherwort, I guess. It's not a great, even though it's typed out, it's kind of hard to read, I have to say. But what I like about it too is it says how many milligrams and everything to take. So she's got it for hot flashes, fatigue, insomnia, restless leg symptoms, heavy bleeding, heart palpitations. Now I've highlighted my problem right here. Memory loss, fuzzy thinking. See it? I highlighted it. And this one says ginkgo biloba, I don't know, 120 milligrams a day. And I don't know if you can tell, but I don't think it's working yet. So I don't know if there's something stronger that I could be taking, but that is literally the hot flashes, you get 5-6 choices. Memory, you get 1. So now what? What do I do when this doesn't work? I don't know. Mood swings, anxiety, depression, and tension. Again, a bunch of different things. You can even have wild oats. I don't know. Go out there and, enjoy some wild oats with your horse friends. I don't know. St. John's wort, magnesium. I think magnesium was somewhere else. It was restless legs. So that's a multi-use pill. Infections and dryness. Not going to go there because, And then fluid retention, breast tenderness. Now, it does say these are anecdotal, I don't know, not research based. So I'm sure she's saying this for their protection. But my thought is, you hear all this stuff about, oh, I just get a hormonal injection and I feel great. Life's never been better. But what does that mean down the road? At some point, do you ever get off of it and then all that stuff that you've tried to avoid just boom, hit you like a brick wall? I don't know. All I know is that I'm a horrible patient and I don't have patience. So I want results fairly quickly. I want whatever is easy, and I self-diagnose a lot, and I kind of go through the gamut of, let's start here, and then if it gets down to here, then I have to call a professional. And guess what? Whenever that has happened, I can count on one hand how many times I've done that, because I have to go to the dentist because I can't do my own dental work. I have to go to the eye doctor because I can't just make glasses and contacts and I wouldn't be able to see. But as far as like going to a general practitioner, one hand, people, and I'm almost 50, one hand. I mean, besides when you're a kid and you have to go all the time. But when I go to them, first of all, they take me seriously, like, oh Lord, something must be going on because she's here. And then when I say, oh, this is what I've done, this is what's going on, and blah, 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 they look at me like, hey, well, at least what you're doing makes sense. It is a logical path. It just didn't work, so that means now you need this. And why did I do that? I'm sorry for all my doctor friends and nurses that are out there, but it's like, I don't want to be a guinea pig. And 9 times out of 10, when I was going to the doctor's office, what would happen? You'd sit in a room full of sick people that are hacking up a lung, nasty ass crap going on around you. You're waiting for umpteen hours, and then you go in there for this slow process of like, okay, now I'm sitting on the table looking at a magazine, whatever, waiting for the doctor to mosey on in, just to say, hey, well, honey, I think it's a viral infection. It's just going to have to run its course. Bitch, please. It's got to run its course. I could have done that on my couch without coming around all these sick people, wasting my time. So now, yeah, that's what I do. Now I'm my own doctor unless I feel like death and I can't fix myself. So any of my nurse friends, if you have anything like, ooh, I get like Z-Packs. I know, I do that. You know, whatever. Everybody has their own opinion on what is the right thing and what is the wrong thing. And I probably won't listen to you if you think I should go to the doctor. I'm probably just going to be like, yeah, that's cute. You do you and I'll do me. And I'm not trying to tell you don't go to the doctor. I don't really care what you do or you don't do. I'm just telling you that that's how I do things. And I'm just curious, like if you have some great remedies that a person like me could do at home without all the struggle, send them my way. I would love it. So anyway, I think that was really all I had going on in this brain today because I'm distracted by you know what though, I have to say, there goes the squirrel, but my leg is better today. So how many days is that? Like 4 days, 5 days, something like that, 5 days. So it is getting better. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, if you guys have any tips on home remedies, if you have any tips on surviving menopause, if you are catching this in the replay, put #replay. If you're just like, oh yay, it's not an infomercial, I gotta share this with my friends, feel free, knock yourself out. I'd appreciate it. The more, for those of you that are in your own business, no matter what it is, I don't know if you know about like social engagement, but the more people that like or comment or share what you're putting out there really helps you. So don't get discouraged if somebody isn't like knocking down your doors to buy your product. If they're engaging with you, that is a good thing, and be grateful for their support. So I think that is it. What time is it? Look at that, guys. 20 minutes. I did this in 20 minutes. So anyway, until next Wednesday, that is it. If you guys have something special you would like for me to discuss with you guys next week, you can put that in the message. And otherwise, you never know. I'm just going to come up with something. All right. I hope everybody has a great weekend. It's supposed to be nice, I think. There's lots of stuff going on around town, so stay safe out there. Bye.